tuna sandwich on Wonder Bread, and I will be set. We could stay here for a long time.
One tuna sandwich, please.
On Wonder Bread.
Wonder Bread.
And extra mayo. I like my sandwiches wet. I do.
Welcome to Couch Surfing, the show where remarkable guests look back at their big roles, their little roles, and everything in between. I'm here with Henry Winkler. Henry.
Where is he?
He's right here.
Oh my gosh. No, I watch everything he's in.
He's fantastic.
Thank you.
Let's see what he's been in. You ready?
I am.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Steve Waldman.
Lou Grant.
My very first show
How are you?
Oh, fine. I just
in Hollywood. I landed 5 days earlier, and that is my actual suit. I used my own wardrobe.
This story is so crazy to me. That never happens.
I went for my first audition. I rented a Capri, a green Capri, because it looked like a sports car. Drove to the producer's office, and he said, well, you know, we don't have a script right now. We haven't. But you're sitting at a table by yourself, and you say, please pass the salt.
And that was your line.
That was my line. So now there's a glass on his desk. I pour all the pencils onto his desk, pick up one pencil, and I hit it against the glass. And I say, excuse me, don't bother yourself. When you get a moment, could you please pass the salt? I drove back to my motel, and I had the job. This is so much fun.
You're my best friend.
Oh, this was a very specific episode. There was a home for delinquent boys in Massachusetts. And they loved the Fonz, but when they had group therapy, they would show no emotion. So they wrote Gary Marshall and said, would you make the Fonz emotional? And that's how this came about, and then it turned into one of my all-time favorite episodes.
And is it true that the Fonz's voice was partially based on Sylvester Stallone?
Sometimes I would think, what would Sly do here? When I did the audition, I just changed my voice a little bit, you know? And then I changed my body a little bit, you know? And then I would sit there and I'd look at a beautiful woman and I'd think to myself, all right, I could take her for a ride.
It still works.
Whoa.
This role made you a household name. I mean, you were on T-shirts, you were on lunchboxes, you were
amazing.
Everywhere. I mean, you were Beatles famous, Justin Bieber famous.
26 countries.
Leading global export.
I got 155,000 letters every 2 weeks. And then I had them all delivered to my house, which was a small apartment with a wet bar and a rented television, because it was too scary to go out.
Up next.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so your buddy Ron Howard directed you in this.
He came to me, and we were still. Oh, look! You see in the background that young lady in the what is that? Page boy.
Yes.
That was the producer's first wife.
But also
Shelley Long.
Shelley Long, but there was a shot of this African American woman. That was Ola Ray from Thriller.
Truly.
Truly.
And she was in Night Shift?
She was in Night Shift.
Now, that's something I never knew. So later on, there is a scene in a frat house, and Kevin Costner is an extra.
What?
Yes! So,
And obviously that's Michael Keaton.
his first movie.
His first movie.
But when Ron asked me to be in the movie, he said, you can play either part. And I said, okay, I've just played the Fonz for 10 years. I'm going to play Richie.
Got you.
So I chose Chuck.
Because were you concerned about being typecast?
Always.
Right, okay.
Until I realized there was nothing you can do to stop that train.
That's true.
Okay.
Up next.
Part of my compensation for Happy Days
Your grandfather instructed me not
was a production deal with ABC and Paramount.
Right?
Yes.
Oh,
So I had an office, and one of the first shows that I developed with my late partner at the time, John Rich, and we discovered MacGyver.
I cannot believe you executive produced MacGyver.
I did. I just realized that was cleaning off dust off the phone. What a nice little detail. Henry, congratulations. Now look at this guy.
Yes.
Is he the most handsome guy?
I mean-
There are 10 or 12 men walking around completely ugly because he got all the good looking. I'm not kidding.
Welcome back to Couch Surfing. I'm still here with Henry Winkler. Henry, shall we continue?
I'm having a great time.
All right, let's do it. Okay.
Oh, okay. So I had lunch with the great Wes Craven, who looked and spoke like an English professor.
Really?
And out of that mind came the scariest stuff ever. He directed and wrote. Oh, there he is
That's
now.
him.
As Freddie.
That's right.
He did it all. And he said, would you like to play the principal? It's a small part. And I said, of course I would, Wes. Oh, so now he is stabbing me,
Oh,
right?
I'm not good at blood
Okay,
or
and
gore.
I screamed.
Wait, tell me what's happening because I'm not going to
Okay.
watch.
This one shot with the bad guy with the mask coming into my eyeball. It took 2 hours to shoot. As he was stabbing me, Wes, in his professorial way, came up and he said, do you think that it might be more excruciating? Do you think being stabbed you would scream a little louder? I said, I can do that. Then they filled up because I had tubes going up my clothes, coming out of my shirt, you know, out of my chest. They
With
filled it
vials
back
of
up.
blood? Oh.
And then I screamed much louder, and there I am in the movie.
Next up.
Yes.
Water sucks.
All right.
Gatorade is better.
So I call Adam because I'm in the Hanukkah song.
That's right.
And I thank him
You
for
are
putting me
name-checked.
in the Hanukkah song. Adam loves sports. He loves football. This is one of his favorite movies, I think, that he's ever made.
It's true.
It is also one of his most popular. So many college football players have told me that as they're going to the game on the bus, the coach plays the Waterboy for them.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All right, up next.
Okay. You really want to settle this. Now, your job
All right.
is to convince that. Okay, here I am. This is the great Will Arnett, who is also the voice of Batman in the Lego movies. I was invited to be like on 2 episodes, and I stayed for 5 years.
Yeah, over 30-something episodes.
I mean, it's really special.
And it is the gift that keeps on giving. And just when you think the show's gone, it comes back again.
It comes back again, and here it is on the network again.
And your lawyer is a bit of a hot mess.
Well, he is. He is. He knows nothing about the
Absolutely
law.
nothing.
And you know, he has an itch because he stopped at a truck stop, and I don't know what he was lying in. You know. Yeah, you don't even know about his sexuality. And I think that his underwear is chiffon. But that's all I know. Under the bed.
This show has such a wild premise.
yes.
What did you make of the script when you first read through it?
It was like reading cashmere.
That is so beautifully said.
And it is the truth.
That's so poetic.
Then you get to act with all these people. Bill is wonderful to work with.
You guys have a genuine and palpable chemistry.
It's true. That is true.
What
yes.
is the vibe like on set?
First of all, there are no idiots.
That's
They,
fantastic.
they went out of their way to hire human beings that are just ensemble-loving human beings. That's number one. Number two, they have a clear vision of what they want. Alec Berg and Bill Hader.
You are living proof that it gets greater later. I mean, you were in your early 70s
Yes.
when you won your first Emmy
Yes, that's true.
for this role.
It is true. This is Mr. Winkler's 9,000th nomination, his first win. I walk up on the stage, and there are the 2 stars of The Crown. I almost missed making the speech because I walked up to them. They are holding their statue to give it to me, and I started to, your second season was so great.
But you-
Because Stacey and I were watching it. And then I thought, You have to make a speech. I
Right.
turn around, I've got 37
Right.
seconds left.
Time's ticking.
Time was up.
Okay, before I let you go.
Yes. Lola, I have enjoyed this a lot so far.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
So
sure.
have I.
Yeah.
But before I let you go,
Okay.
if you had to go on a cross-country trip with only one of your characters,
I would have to take the clothing of two.
okay, the clothing of two.
All right, because I would sometimes get out of the car as the Fonz.
Okay.
Because I would never go hungry. People would invite me to their house for dinner across the world.
That's true. Okay.
I would also take the clothing for Gene Cousineau, the great teacher of drama, because I could earn a living. People would think, oh, you're a teacher, and I'd pay to take your class.
I love this guy. Henry, thank you so much for
Thank
surfing by. Barry airs Sundays at 10 on HBO.
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 10 o'clock.
See you next week on Couch
Sunday.
Surfing. Sunday. Bye.